Okay, so I'm gonna let you in on the pros and cons of having Disney Plus. And yes, it does have its cons. I mean, it has a lot of content. You really do feel that Disney vibe when you're watching Disney Plus. But I mean, it has really good stuff, but it also has its negativities. So I'll fill you in that detail right now. So this is me having Disney Plus 2 years after it was released, or almost 2 years. I'm not exactly sure. I believe it was released in 2019, and right now it's 2021 August, the beginning of August. So, anyways, the pros of having Disney Plus. Okay, they have all of the Marvel, all of the what do you call that, MCU movies, or almost all of them. They're only missing a couple of them because they don't have the rights to them. I believe that's the Incredible Hulk 2008 movie. I think they don't have the rights for that movie, and another Universal Studio Marvel movie that they don't have the rights for. Uh, Pretty much every, and of course, some of the Sony Spider-Man movies. They have some of them, I believe, but they may have a few. I'm not sure, but anyways, they have a lot of Marvel stuff because because Marvel now belongs to Disney. They also have a tons load of Star Wars. I mean, they literally now own Star Wars, and they also have some good documentaries with high quality National Geographic videos, documentaries, etc., etc. They have Pixar, of course, and again, all of the Disney stuff. Okay, so we're scrolling here, and again, you have a lot of their IP, most of it. Some of their IP, they at the beginning of when they first started the streaming app, they could not use because they had lent or rented the rights to other media, to Netflix, to I don't know, HBO, to Showtime or whatever. They had exclusive rights that were given to them, and that eventually they expired and they came back to Disney. So now, 2 years down the line, they got most of their stuff back, stuff that they had lent other media, but now or rented to, but now it has come back home, and they have a lot of the Disney classics like Hocus Pocus, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and so on. They also have some original stuff that they've made for Disney Plus, like new Black Beauty movie. Of course, Mulan. That's a movie that came out some months ago. You have a new Turner and Hooch movie. Hooch. We have the Jungle Cruise, and this is actually one of the cons, but I'll get to it later. What I mean is, when you see the Premier Access thing, that's I would say that's a con. But anyways, they have they have all of the Disney vault, the 101 Dalmatians, the freaking, let's see, all of Mickey Mouse, Jungle Book, Aladdin, all that stuff, and all the live action versions, of course. That's like the live action version of Aladdin, Lady and the Tramp. They also have the live action version of Lion King. They're not showing it right here, but they have all of those goodies. So if you're a fan of Disney, especially the classics or even the new stuff, if you're a Disney fan, this is a must. This is a big must. So that's a pro right there. Another pro is it has a lot of kids content. So let's go ahead and get to the specifics. So we go where here's where categories are at. Of course, we're at right now where home is at, where you can get to stuff quite easily to. You have the watch list where you could create your own media list or whatever. Then you have your movies, all the movies that they have, and I like that they don't beat around the bush. I mean, they categorize the movies, right? Animation, comedy, documentary, etc., etc. However, I really love this, how they don't beat around the bush like, let's say, Hulu does. Hulu, they cannot list you all the movies that they have, like, bluntly. They won't show this category. All movies A through C. Okay? So you get to see all, you want to check out their whole list of movies, you're able to without any, I don't know, like without any BS around. As you could see, you could stroll through quite a big list that has grown over the couple of years. 2 years ago, when they started, there were actually quite limited. This list was limited. They had not retrieved a lot of their content, and they had not added a lot of content. By today, they've added quite a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's a plus right there. You go to the series. Again, they categorize it and they list all of them A through Z, which is a wonderful thing. And let's see, originals, that's stuff that has been created under Disney Plus. So as you could see, they have the featured list, and this is all the stuff that's been created for the app. So you get to see purely new content right here. All stuff created under Disney Plus. Anyways, so yeah, if you're a big fan, and you're a fan of Star Wars, let's see. When you go back to home, you could actually choose Marvel, Star Wars, or National Geographic. You choose all these by category as well, and you could get all of this stuff that they have there. If you're a big fan of Star Wars, bam, choose Star Wars, and you're gonna get all their new content that they've recently released, like this Star Wars: The Bad Batch, and let's see, these other things, The Mandalorian, of course, which is a hit, and Star Wars Clone, with the final season added to it, and just other stuff. And this was wonderful, the movie section, because you get all of the Star Wars movies that have been released, and man, you could binge the heck out of this list if you're a big Star Wars fan, and you get everything high quality. It's just beautiful, man. I mean, you even get the ones that, the side stories. I don't know you're a fan of any of these. I know a lot of people were not a fan of solo Star Wars stories, but Rogue One actually did spectacular. So you have that, plus you have the rest of the stuff, and you have all the media, all pretty much. I think like 99% of Star Wars media. You have it all here. Those are the specials, the Empire of Dreams documentary, the holiday special. I don't know what to think of that one, but you have the Lego Star Wars. Let's see, Star Wars Rebels shorts. You have additional media, additional animation that they've released about Star Wars. They have the Darth Vader collection. I'm assuming all the movies where Darth Vader starred in. Vintage stuff. This is the new one that I had not seen last time. So, yeah, they have stuff that was probably made a while back and was not released. Okay, here we go. Okay, Star Wars through the years. So they even kind of split the media through a format where you may want to watch it. This is Star Wars through the years. As you could see, the first Star Wars movie, starting with the first Star Wars movie, and then moving up to Empire Strikes Back, then Return of the Jedi. Then you have that special right there, Caravan of Courage. So this list, this category here is actually interesting because you get to see everything Star Wars related from the very beginning all the way to the latest in a timeline order. So this is freaking awesome if you ask me. You get to see everything there. I mean, all the way up to let's see here, and it's all like nicely put, correctly put. Yeah, up to the latest. Rise of the Skywalker, Mandalorian, holiday special. I mean, just everything up to the latest thing. Anyways, and they do this also with the Marvel category. They, I don't think they have everything Marvel related, but they have a lot of stuff Marvel related. And they have I believe most of the movies. I don't think all of the movies, but they have over 90% of the MCU movies. Let's see here. And then they also have them in category right there: Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 1, the Phase 2, Phases 3 and 4. Then you have the movies that came out in timeline order, I believe. And see, I made a mistake earlier when I said I mentioned that the Star Wars stuff was released timeline order. No, Star Wars, the last category that I showed for Star Wars, that was a release date order. So my apologies on that. However, they have a Marvel category here of the timeline order based on the timeline events of the MCU. It's not exactly a release date order, so, and I'm not a big fan of timeline order. Some people are. That's just not me. They have the Loki stuff. They have currently right now, they have a category of Black Widow. It's showing all the movies where Black Widow has came in. They have the Marvel Legacy movies, like a bunch of the X-Men stuff. I believe a lot of these things came from Fox. They don't have. They're still pretty limited in this category. I'm sure in the future they'll get the rights to all of the stuff here. Anyways, yeah, they even have the animations, like the stuff that they've released Marvel wise, like Marvel cartoons and whatnot. A lot of it is, I mean, they're showing right now a lot of the older cartoons, but they have, of course, they have some of the new stuff as well. Anyways, so yeah, if you're a big Disney fan and whatnot, you're a Marvel fan, you're a Star Wars fan, this is for you. The bad news, I would say, and also if you're a Disney Channel fan, this is also a very good thing for you. If the Disney Channel stuff is nostalgic for you, then, because if you go to the series section, they have a big list of shows that they've released over the years, and a lot of them, aside from some of the Marvel stuff and National Geographic and new content, they have a lot of the Disney Channel shows that have been released over the 80s and the 90s and early 2000s. As you could see, Disney's Andy Mack, I don't think I've ever seen that, but some people have, and is nostalgic for them. Let's see here. So again, if you grew up watching Disney Channel, what do you call that? Like, I don't know, Disney Channel on cable. It's all there. They have Boy Meets World. They have Chippendale Rescue Rangers. Coop and Cammy. I don't think, again, I ever saw that. They have Darkwing Duck. The Descendants. They have the Dinosaur series, which a lot of people like. And they've acquired some other stuff as well from Nickelodeon. So you could, oh, actually, okay, yeah, because I remember Doug was Nickelodeon, but I guess some time ago well, I don't remember. I guess they bought the rights to Doug as well. But let's see here. I've seen some of the most, what do you call it, recognizable Disney Channel series. Good Luck Charlie. Okay, there goes one. Good Luck Charlie. Hannah Montana. So you get all of those things as well. If you grew up and you're very nostalgic over Disney Channel cartoons shows, then this is also your place. However, the cons about the Disney Plus app is that this is also a negative here. Is that a lot of the stuff that they offer? It's things that if you're not a fan of Disney Channel, if you're not a fan of kids stuff, then, and especially if you don't have any kids, then you probably won't feel like any of these things are adequate for you. Like if you're not down with the Jonas, if you're not down with Jesse. See, me personally, I did not grow up watching, even though I'm a pretty old guy. I'm a millennial, and I grew up during the Disney Channel era. I missed out a lot on the Disney Channel, or it just wasn't my thing. I used to watch Cartoon Network, UPN, or other stuff. So the Disney Channel stuff wasn't for me. Yeah, there goes Lizzie McGuire, of course. So I mean, they just have a lot of kids stuff, and if you're not into these kind of things, then it's probably gonna turn you off. Let's see what else. Another bad thing about the Disney app. Let's see. You go to the movies category, and again, they show a big list of movies, but a lot of these movies are for family, are for kids, are things that they may not be your thing as well. If you're not down with Disney, then it's just, oh, that's featured. It's just, I don't know. I mean, while I'm scrolling through the movie sections, I found that a lot of their things, their stuff that don't interest me because they're like family movies, and that's just not may not always be a thing for me. I may want to watch some PG-13 or rated R kind of content, and they're very limited with those kind of things. So a lot of the times I find myself, since I'm an adult, I find myself going back to Hulu or Peacock or Prime Video for that kind of content. So, but no, for nostalgia purposes, and even as an adult, I may want to watch some of these movies. Of course, they have the MCU movies here as well. They have the Star Wars stuff. But aside from that, most of the other things that they have is more kids related. As you could see, Avalon High, Babes in Toyland, Bambi. If you're not into Disney classics, then you're not going to feel a lot of these things. Your Big Hero 6. They have a lot of the Disney classic movies, The Biscuit Eater, and I would say that 2 years ago that was what mostly you'll see here in the movie section. A lot of the old Disney movies, and like, I don't know, that just kind of wasn't really my thing. It's not really my thing to watch all the time. I usually want to watch some serious content. And then again, when I went to the series show category, most of the stuff that they have there is just Disney Channel stuff. And I don't know. Again, wasn't a big fan. I did not grow up watching Disney Channel, so that turned me off as well. So yeah, that's about the bad, like the worst the cons about the Disney app is just that a lot of their content is kids and family related stuff. So that may not be your thing. Also, some of the new stuff, and this is something that I had mentioned earlier, some of the new stuff that that are released, especially like high profile movies. See, this one they just released, Jungle Cruise with Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. That has premiere access to it. Also, the new Black Widow movie, as you could see here, Black Widow. Okay, so in order for you to see this movie, damn this streaming thing. Okay, in order for you to see this movie, you need to have Disney Plus. You need to be paying for Disney Plus. Aside from that, you need to pay a one-time $30 fee to watch the movie. I believe that once you pay for that $30, then that's it. I mean, you'll own the movie. But man, $30 for a single movie, man, I'm not too sure about that. Maybe if it was $15, I would have gone for it. But and of course, this movie will become part of Disney Plus lineup once, like 3 to 4 months after the movie's release. That's when the movie itself becomes free to watch if you have Disney Plus. Let's see here, and yeah, and that's pretty much about it. So if you're down with Baloo the Bear, you're down with the Disney Channel, you're down with Star Wars and Marvel, then Disney Plus is for you. If you're not into any of those things, then you're really not going to feel the channel. I personally find myself using Disney Plus here and there, but not as often as I use Hulu, not as often as I use Prime Video. However, if you get the bundle, get the Hulu, ESPN, and Disney Plus bundle for $13.99 plus tax a month, I do believe it's worth the money. Because Hulu does compensate for the more adult stuff, and if you're a sports fan, and ESPN Plus could also alleviate a lot of that as well. Anyways, that's my take on Disney Plus. Subscribe if you like, or leave a comment. Thank you very much. Peace.